guys, you welcome back again. Like I was saying, just make sure that the sketching shows very well. So that's what I'm trying to do here, making sure that it shows very well. Definitely I'm still going to use my pen on it to make it clear, but I'm trying to make sure that the sketching goes very well. So this back, I'm gonna tell you guys the measurement, like some of you said. So definitely you get the measurement for the back, So for you to know how the height of where you want to measure, like where I'm pointing to, from that place, measure it from the down. That's from. Let me show you very well, so you guys will understand this very well. So what I measured there is around 2.7. But majorly start measuring from the down, measuring from the bottom of the last, upward, and so you're able to get where your 2.7. So most times the back straps are always between 2.5 and 3 inches, depending. That's for a low shoe, just a normal shoe. But definitely your half ankle shoe will be higher than that, or your ankle shoe will definitely be higher than that. So where I'm putting the mark on there is where my pattern started from. So measuring it downwards is 2.7 thereabouts. So you can do between 2.7 to 2.5, to 3 inches. So look at the mark will be showing when you see the last. You see a mark at the back. Though some lasts don't have mark, but so you can just measure by yourself. That's so I'm going to just make sure that I mark it there so that it will show very well. Then I'm still going to trace it very well for me to see clearly, and make sure that the curves are well curved very well. So you can see the way I'm trying to use it. Make sure that your pencil is sharp. It's very good to use a very sharp pencil, and check it out very well again. Maybe your sketches are clear. Anywhere that is not clear, so you can trace it back again. Just sketch it very well, and before using your pen on it, you can just make sure that you've gotten it right. So right now I'll be using my pen to sketch it out, and just followed all the places I've traced with my pencil. The reason of this is that so that this will not be cleared away. Remember that you're using a pencil, and a pencil can still be erased. So this now, after using the pencil, I'm using my biro to sketch them out very well. So when I finish sketching it out with the biro, you guys will see that it's very, very clear for you guys to see. It's very, very clear for you guys to see. Can you see? So I'm going back to the back to make sure that everything is clear very well. So guys, let's follow through with this. Just make sure that the curve follows through. Like I always say, whatever is on your pattern is what is going to be in your drawing. That's on your leather. So please pay attention to your pattern cutting. So trace everywhere that needs to be traced. Follow the process at which I'm showing you and you're seeing right now. Just follow through. There's only for you to be or if you don't get it the first time, you can try it over and over again. And if you have any question to ask me, please send me a DM, or you can send a comment, whichever platform you're watching this on. So that's it. You can see that I cut this very well. So some people have, depending on the kind of design you want, some people will cut this almost to the back, while some will cut this shorter than the way I cut it. But I make sure that get to me do. It's based on your own discretion. There's nobody letting you. You just make sure that you curve it very well, depending on how you want the design to be. So, like I said, this shoe can come out in a Brooks pattern, can come out in an Oxford pattern, depending on what you want. If I want to make it a Brooks pattern, I'll just be punching it with holes on the body. That's which is the shoe that you are seeing there, and that I held, and that means the one that I already made. So you guys can see. So I just do the design I want at the front. So somebody might be asking, what's the measurement between the middle part and the design? It is based on you. Just the distance between there, for me, it might not be too much. It can have like 2.5 inches, depending on what you want, or 3 inches, depending on what you want. So there's nothing that is much there. So can you guys see, like, so clear now, and I can easily cut this out. So after all this process now, what I'll be doing is to cut it out. Sorry, but remember, please, I need to remember to put my O lace. That's the O for the lace. So what I'm doing is right now is I'm going to measure. You can measure between 0.5, depending on the distance that you want. So what I'm going to check the distance there. So that distance there is around 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, depending on the distance you want. Just make sure you don't have something that is too far from each other. Now, if you want to just have, depending on the O's that you want, if you want to just have 3 O's, you can have more distance. But this, I want to have about 5 O's, so the distance will not be much. So that's between 0.3, 0.4. So that's what I just did there. As you can see, I'm using a measuring tape. Now, if not, because of this class that I'm using a measuring tape, I'm the one doing it personally. I already know the distance of what I want, depending on what I want, and it will go well. So, and that's what I will use. Don't worry, you're gonna see it when we get to that stage. I don't need to start getting beside myself. So that's the lace. I'm just tracing it just for you to understand that that's the lace, what it means there. So when you want to lace up your shoe, can you see there? So guys, here we are. I'm gonna number this number them one after the other. That's what I'm doing right now. So number them. This pattern is 4 parts. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So, and that's what you're seeing there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you're seeing there. So just to number, and so we'll be splitting them out now with my cutter. That's why I'm bringing out my cutter. So it's important that you have your cutter. Please be careful with your cutter so that you will not injure yourself. So most times, please just try and place your last on the table. Be careful if you're placing on your leg, then maybe you're already a pro, but please don't just be careful because the cutter is very sharp. So to start from the middle, cut it out on the last. Remember, it's a paper tape, so you'll be able to remove it. So cut out from the. Now be careful with your hand. So go to the back again, trace it out very well, clearly. Yes, continue like that, and just look at what I'm doing. Follow through with me. I'm tracing from the edges, not the designs that are at the middle, not the marks at the middle. The edges around to meet it at the middle there. Can you see? So I'm going to cut it at the back also. What I'm trying to do here is to bring out the O pattern as a O before I start splitting. So what I'm going to do is, so the excesses at the bottom, I'm going to cut them out so that I will have an accurate measurement. Excesses at the bottom are not accurate, so I'm going to cut them out. And that's just cut them out and throw the remaining away. So please, I will advise that you be careful with your cutter. These are part of the things that we face in this work. So remove them one after the other and just dispose them. So you can see that you have a very clear bottom, and the back. Make sure that it is well cut. So I'll be making sure that it is well cut out. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm bringing it out now. As you can see, I hope you can see very clearly. I'm bringing it out now gently. Don't be in a hurry. Gently from the back. Bring it out with your maybe your cutter, and gently be removing it one after the other. You just remove them, roll it little by little. Don't let it get squeezed. You remember that it's paper tape, so there's tendency for it to want to squeeze. So don't let it get squeezed at all. So you can see. Can you see that? Look at that. This is lovely. That's why one of the things I love this job. I love pattern drafting. So can you see, guys? Yes, this is it. So that's the bringing up out of the pattern as a O. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be laying the pattern on a rough paper. You can use this is an attachment paper. You can use your cardboard. You can use a soft paper not a hard paper. A soft paper that's not too soft, but it's something that is firm and also soft, that you can draw your pattern wide, because you'll be needing something wide. So sometimes I get cardboard, but I can't be buying cardboard to to save costs. So when I see all these people that make hairdressers or work in the salon, I ask them and they give it to you free of charge. So I just get it for them, and that's I got it from. I'm sure the ladies watching this video will know that all these are telling people, you'll be collecting it from your people now, not I will not be just disposing them, you'll be keeping them. So guys, as you can see, I'm trying to lay it very now because it's a paper tape. There's tendency for it to want to get rough. Don't worry, just be gentle about it. The edges, can you see that towards the toe there, I've not yet cut it out. I'm trying to lay it very well. So what I'm going to do, I'll take my scissors I'm gonna take my scissors. Let me try and get my scissors. Yes, okay. So I'm gonna cut just for it to be able to lay very well. Just for it to be able to lay very well. That's what I'm doing there. I'm just splitting it, just cutting little forward. Now it has laid very well. Go to the back again. Do the same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing for that. So laying it down very well. Sorry about that. So guys, here we are. So you can put a 0.5